Alright. This may actually be finally live after a whole bunch of faffing about. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. So I'm going to be taking a look at Dual Universe in theory, assuming the servers don't go down again. Right now, because this is the first time I've actually streamed anything in apparently 6 years, I just need to check whether everything is actually functioning, which it may not be. Really difficult to say. Well, this is an interesting thing. And I don't really want to tab out to check. Okay, we're probably good. So, first up, we're straight on the character creation screen. And immediately, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, how do you even tell the skin tone? I mean, it's under, oh, I mean, I guess you can see a little bit of his nose. You can't zoom it in. Female model looks like this. Leaning back strangely. The guy has a nice slouch going on. Female model is just like trying to make the letter C backwards with her spine. That's going to cause some back problems. Definitely going to cause some back problems. So immediately the skin tone, this is interesting. These are all on color pickers instead of just presets. And I like that. So, right, yeah. A little bit of his face showing through. You can make him super wide. Apparently blacker than the blackest black times infinity. Or the red man. Excellent. I have no idea. What color's my skin? Pretty much that, if I'm honest. I mean, the average person is definitely not red, so give that much. I don't think I care that much. Let's just go full black. Alright. Primary? Oh, and for the record, yes. But it's turning off because it's covering part of the character. Primary. Okay. Black again? Oh, yes. Secondary? Interesting. Oh, black again. Detail? Oh, black again. Oh, yes. And the emissive? How do you make a glow black? Nice. I feel like this should absolutely be weirdly channel branding green. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen this movie. Again, female model looks, the posture is so strange. I don't know if I could actually get used to that. There was a cutscene at the beginning of this, which, well, because the servers went down and there's a login queue to get back in, I actually missed that. I don't think I can play it again without logging in again, and nobody wants to see me sit through a 1,000-person queue. Though on that basis, yeah. Let's continue. Do you want to begin the name? Begin the name. Yes. Begin the game as character. Okay, sure. Yeah. I don't know if you can go back and edit afterwards. I guess here's another cutscene. This looks strangely like the Matrix. Well, the outside part with the human batteries. And apparently they are cryopods, so yeah, hey, maybe I'm not that far off. Why am my wrist glowing red? That's not the color I chose. Okay. So the initial cutscene said something about a neutron star wiping out the Earth and a small number of people survived it. So I suppose this is just a cryo ship of some sort, and I've been let off first. Okay. First principles of the universe are atoms and empty space. Okay, this looks weirdly like the loading screens of Space Engineers, with quotes from various historical figures and imaginary future figures. With a programming board, you can use Lua to program your constructs. Ah. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. So, Dual Universe, it's just come into its kind of open beta. If you are interested, you can get into it by paying a subscription fee. They seem to have gone by the subscription route, which, yeah, I prefer that to the free-to-play microtransaction route, to be honest, because that has gone horrible in recent years. This is, I mean, it's in the whole big chain of open world space stuff. Hey, let's go from the planet's surface into space. This is just based on what I know, having not seen it before this exact moment. Because I kept out of the alpha. They had an NDA up, etc. But, yeah, for whatever reason, I've just been overly occupied. And, yeah, I guess it could be kind of seen as competing with Star Citizen, maybe, but lower budget. This loading screen is taking a long time, and I would just like to point out that this is loading off of an SSD. The connection, we're on a gigabit line here, and the computer hardware, which I don't have listed in the stream description yet, but I should. I mean, I got a pair of 2080 Ti shoved in this thing. This is not a slow machine. This is weird. Loading times can vary and may take up to a few minutes. I'm curious to know why. I really am curious to know why. Because that seems a little full on? Borderline unreasonable? Hell, maybe I should switch to the be right back screen. Voxels can be copied, pasted, and deleted. You can undo, redo with backspace or equals. Which way around is that? Because redoing on the left feels odd somehow. Maybe that's just because we always link it. Undo and redo. I mean, if the scenery actually looks like this in game, then that's going to be pretty entertaining to look at, but still. Yeah. Maybe I should pop the cam back up so you can see my deeply unimpressed face. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So whenever this loads, I really have no idea what is going to occur. Just a rough gist of it. Tell you what, this may just be a be right back affair. So at the very least, let me fix this up while we're waiting. Just getting some stuff out of the way. At the moment, I don't have a dedicated stream rig, so I have to deal with, you know, one PC handling game, all the OBS stuff, which I have on the monitor on my left, and I had a preview of the stream on the right screen just to make sure that things were actually operating, but well, that'll take CPU cycles that say I can't spare. Powerful machine, but you know, don't push it. You don't want to drop too many frames. If I were to look back at the stream video just to see how many minutes this has taken to load when it is clearly reading 100%. I wonder if it actually is loading. I wonder if I've encountered my first beta is beta problem. Well, I mean, it's incredibly hard to strike up conversation with yourself when you're just staring at a loading screen for about 5 minutes. I mean, I could commentate the sleeping cat that I've got on the chair in the corner. Yeah. I really do hope this is not going to be my entire dual universe experience for today. Okay. Wow. Super low resolution.
Welcome to Alioth, Novian. I am Ophelia, the Arkship AI. I will assist you in your first steps, seeing as you just woke up from an extended cryosleep period.
Oh,
Keep an eye on
this
the
is
chat
blurry.
window in the lower left part of the screen. It contains a transcript of what I say, with important information about which keys to press.
So you're printing your dialogue to chat. Okay, got it. Run with
There is a
shift.
button, near the window, that you can use at any time to
Deactivate.
replay this tutorial in the future. I have marked it with a green
And
waypoint.
I have permission to
You can
deactivate
also
the
abort
stairs.
the tutorial by pressing the abort key at any time, but this is not recommended. You have much to learn after your long cryo sleep.
How much
To start with,
period?
let's make sure your motor skills are not affected. Simply head towards the green waypoint behind the stairs, using the movement keys.
Wow. And because of the typeface, that looks like it says SIW and DIA in the in the tips, but oh, I see. Gotcha.
Very good.
That's not a staircase, that's a
Now,
chair.
let's try the jump action. You are in perfect shape. Great. Let's try your headlight, which is very useful in dark areas. Press the headlight key twice to turn it on and off.
L? Oh, that's getting rebound.
Now, take your time to look at the world around you through the glass panes.
Yup.
This gigantic planet is all yours to conquer, as well as the many other
Mine
planets
personally?
in the system. You are free to shape
Me?
the world as you see fit.
Okay.
Build an
Okay.
empire, explore the vastness of space, create a trade federation or a pirate alliance, or live secluded on a forgotten moon. There are no rules here, except for the one you make for yourself. When you are ready, follow the waypoint and look through the marked window.
Ugh. Well, terrain looks oddly Space Engineers like. That's not necessarily a compliment. Let's see.
The buildings in front of you are one of the many district areas of Alioth. Districts contain all the facilities that you will need to begin your journey. In particular, they
Guess
host
that's a ship that
institutes
somebody's
where
built.
various tutorials
That's cool.
are located. We will get back to that later. Now, it's time to go and start preparing for your journey. Head downstairs and follow the waypoint.
Alright. One thing I have not actually tested is
Continue
whether the
down
sound
and
is
get
okay.
close to the screen, marked with the green waypoint.
The voiceover, something about the
Let's begin by looking at your
voice
tools.
annoys me.
Tools are located at the bottom of the screen in the form of quick access slots. You can
Hotbar.
select them with the quick access keys.
Hotbar keys.
As you can see, the last slot is currently empty. We will now learn how to equip a new tool in that place. Approach the highlighted tool dispenser unit next to you.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's Logitech webcam. Probably can't pick it up, but my eyes are rolling a little bit. Highlighted tool dispenser
Dispensers are elements, which are objects you can deploy in the world. Very good. The dispenser just gave you a new tool that is now stored inside your inventory. The inventory contains everything you can carry around with you. Let's open it by pressing
the trend of
inventory
using
key.
F for the use key these days. And whatever happened to E? Like ever since the original Half-Life, E. Suddenly now, F. Where did that begin? And why F? Still inside your inventory.
The inventory is a central interface for managing everything you carry around with you. It contains items like tools, materials, elements, or blueprints.
Okay, they have
we will look into
really
it in more detail
pretty
through
little
the various
icons.
Specialized tutorials.
But this is
For
really
now, locate the repair tool
hard
that was just given to you,
actually
and simply
look
drag
at
and drop it into the free slot below.
Like to pick out what you want from this, because they're all very simplified. The type looks kind of weirdly bold, but like switching between bold and regular, like elements, like the ELE looks like it's regular and the ments looks like it's bold. It's very visually disruptive and a little difficult to digest. If it wasn't for this big green flashing circle and they just said get the repair tool, it's like like proper old men trying to read a newspaper type stuff.
Well done. Note that the inventory does not have an infinite capacity.
I don't need
it is
to patronize
restricted
well
in volume.
Affiliate.
Thanks to the nanopack technology, this volume is pretty huge, but still, better keep an eye on the size of objects you store. Now, simply close the inventory by pressing the close cross on the top right.
How about I ignore you and press I?
Okay. We are now ready to continue downstairs.
Okay.
This time,
Passive
we will
aggressive
need to use an
voiceover.
elevator. Move to the designated waypoint.
Right. This does not look safe.
Elevators are connected together via up and down links. Stepping onto an elevator.
Let's see.
Welcome to the main room.
Cool though.
You can get back any time by stepping on the same elevator and pressing the jump key to go up.
Let's just do that for the sake of
In front of you is a miniature reproduction of the Ark ship. You can perhaps see the real Ark ship through the windows in the distance. Let's try to also find it on the map. To open the map, press the map key.
Oh. So, the cutscene, it looked weirdly like a Star Destroyer flying backwards, but apparently it actually looks more like a Mass Effect Reaper, but without the tentacles. Nice. So, we will darken the skies of every world. Can I bring up the options? Okay, nice. Field of view. Quake Pro. Console Call of Duty. What? Hang on. Who would ever play it? Oh my god, why is this even an option? Who would do that? 120 ain't bad, but yeah, a little wide. I think 100 is probably fine, to be fair. Definitely not 90 though. Okay. Controls. Where do I get the mouse settings to just bump those up? Oh, right over here. So I'm kind of a sensitive mouse guy. Graphics, everything is weirdly blurry. Weirdly blurry. But it seems like I can't really do anything. Motion blur is terrible. Depth of field. I can't think of a single game that has done depth of field well, such that it doesn't hurt your eyes. I guess we just put it down to beta is beta, and it's weirdly as that's. Does this? has the look and feel of an early 2000s game. In terms of like texture resolution and, well, geometry is a little bit more complex. I'll give it that. There's reproduction of the Ark ship. Just remember where I was. To open the map, press F4.
This is Alioth, the planet on which you currently stand.
Okay.
You can rotate the planet by clicking and dragging it with the mouse.
No.
You can also zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. Zoom until you can clearly see the hexagonal tiling on the planet's
this geography
surface.
is realistic. Because it's just a collection of small lakes. I mean, would you have actually been able to ferment the evolution of even plant life without a sizable, not necessarily single ocean, but a couple of really big ones? Little lakes feels like it'd limit your options and limit the spread. I mean, let's got the ice caps at the top and the desert in the middle, I suppose. That's ish. Scroll until you can clearly see hexagonal tiling.
Each of these tiles is a territory you can claim.
Okay.
Tiles in red are already claimed.
Okay.
Tiles in purple are non-claimable, and mostly exist around the Ark ship.
Oh, which
The Ark
jammy
ship
person
is
got that?
represented by a small icon in the center of the purple tiles area. At any time, you can center onto your position on the map by pressing the center icon on the top left. Try it now.
Enter icon on the top left. Doesn't work. Oh, that one.
You can also mark any place on the surface
Okay,
of the planet
that was
to create
dumb.
a waypoint. Waypoints are displayed in your HUD so that they are easy to track.
HUD.
To set a waypoint,
Are you kidding me?
simply right-click on a point on the map and select Set as Destination.
How about... Can I claim in the middle of the ocean? I mean, I'm clearly not original with that idea. Excuse my case fans going absolutely wild. Hopefully my audio clipping is cutting that out nicely. I don't know. Where do I want to go? And I'm guessing this is all the prime real estate, at least on this planet. Gotta live in the desert, be a hermit. I don't know if that's a particularly good idea. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna have ourselves a desert oasis. Right click. Set destination.
Very good. There are still many areas on the
So
map
far
that
away.
you will learn to use over time. For example, the selector area here allows you to list your constructs, review bookmarks, and see
Oh.
any available warp beacons or other points of interest. In the lower right corner, you
Interesting.
can find a list of current objectives in a tutorial, usually with hints on how
Simply
to achieve.
wait for her to be finished. Yeah.
For
if
now,
that
let's
ain't the
just
damn
close
truth.
the map.
Oh, genius. Press escape to close the map, and it closes her instead.
You may have seen on the map that certain territory tiles are claimed. To claim a tile, you must deploy a territory unit on the ground. Let's have a look at one. Follow the waypoint.
Why did she say one like it was a pronoun? Follow the waypoint. Alright.
As you can see, it's quite huge. Once a territory
what she
unit
said.
is deployed onto a tile, this tile belongs to you. It means you can start to build constructs on it, you can decide who holds rights to dig the ground, and whom else can also build next to you. Territory units are quite expensive and will probably not be the first thing you deploy on Alioth. Instead, we have a much better way to let you grab a piece of land. Let's discover this now. Follow the waypoint behind you, to the elevator on the end of the room, and move up.
On the
This will
end
take
of
us to the
room.
observatory.
I can feel of it. Definitely think of a better way to phrase that. Does it have to be this exact one here? Wait. There's only one hole up there. Am I gonna go splat? Let's
Welcome
do
to
it.
the observatory. From
Okay, now
here,
let's-
you should be able to see Alioth's moons
That's
in
weird.
the sky. One of them is a very special moon, called a sanctuary moon. We will explain what that means, but first, let's try to locate it. Let's open the map
That looks like a
again
sun.
by pressing the map key.
Those definitely look like stars.
The map also contains a solar system view. Click on the System tab to open it. Here you can see all the planets currently accessible in the system.
Doesn't let me rotate
Select
the view.
Alioth, the planet. As you can see, Alioth has 3 moons.
Okay.
One of them looks a bit like a twin of Alioth and is marked with a small shield icon. This is the Sanctuary Twin Moon, or the Twin for short. Select it by clicking on it.
Twin? Is it?
Excellent. Now, good. Now, before we leave, let's have a look at the surface of this moon, and this twin moon, just like Alioth or any other planet, is also covered with tiles that you can claim. A sanctuary moon is a moon where no combat will ever occur, as it is a safe zone. This means that every territory you claim will remain yours forever, and nobody can take your belongings or build anything there without your consent.
That's kind of brutal.
This is a great way to create a safe haven to store your valuables and build your home.
Also a great way to
Getting
lock
a
out new
sanctuary
players.
moon and claim a tile should be your first goal in Dual Universe.
Yeah, no
you
kidding.
can claim only 1 tile on a sanctuary moon, and you will need a special sanctuary territory unit for that purpose. Let's go and get one. It's free for all new Novians. Close
Alright.
the map window.
You're not the boss of me. I'm doing
Notice
it
how
with
the
F4.
sanctuary twin moon is now identified by the waypoint in the sky. There is a shuttle service, which we will introduce at the end of this tutorial, that can bring you there. Now, let's get your sanctuary territory unit. Simply follow the waypoint to the nearby dispenser and activate it. Fantastic. Now that
Alright.
you are equipped with your territory unit, let's get back to the rest of the tutorial. Head down via the nearby elevators. Now is the time to present the key pillar activities that are available for Novians.
Again,
Each of these will be
which hole did
presented
I come
here
down
quickly,
through?
and
There's
you
one
will
hole.
later be able to discover more about them via the institutes and their dedicated
Just going through the
tutorials.
floor. Come on, that's lazy.
Let's head to the mining station first. Follow the waypoint towards the downstairs platform.
Alright. So...
Mining is one of the primary activities. This is how you acquire
Jesus.
raw materials.
This isn't even
if you
subtle
don't simply
about
buy them on the markets.
being untextured,
Those
is it?
materials are located either on the planet's surface, or they can be buried kilometers deep underground. Surface materials have a low value, while more valuable materials, from level 1 to level 5, are found deeper. As is often the case, to access the surface mining activity, you will need a tool. Here is the Harvest tool, which is highlighted in the toolbar below.
Right, let's
Pointing
steal
at
the
harvestable
museum display.
elements on the surface and clicking on them, while the Harvest tool is equipped, will allow you to collect them.
Apparently this is fake.
Press the quick access key for this tool to equip it, usually the first in the toolbar, but it can be great.
already
To
did.
begin mining deep underground, you will need a way to scan for
Whoa!
available materials in a large radius. This is the job of the scanner tool, highlighted here. Once in
Ah,
close range,
same
the
gun, you can
directional
just change
detector will
modes.
help you pinpoint the location
Okay.
of the material. Finally, to collect the found material, or simply to dig your way down, you will use the mining tool, highlighted just below. You'll learn more about this in the interactive mining tutorial, located inside the Mining Institute.
Okay.
Now,
Oh, a bunch of
let's talk
tutorials.
about the markets. Get close to the waypoint.
Get close to the waypoint. Wait, say what? Oh, gotcha.
Markets are an essential part of Novian life.
Who
This
the
is
hell
where
is
you
tall
can
enough
sell
to
the
use this?
materials you mine, but also buy anything that you might need.
Okay, seems reasonable.
Markets are
Why am I
physically
planking?
located in the world. They are accessible either via market pod units, like the one in front of you, or
Where's
via the
already-
integrated nanomarket interface. The nanomarket interface allows you to
Okay.
browse markets at a distance, but cannot help you to deposit or recover items that are traded. For that, you will need to directly interact with a market pod. Very quickly, let's have a look at what the nanomarket interface looks like. To open it, press the nanomarket key. You can
And
search for a
J.
particular
What a
item that
weird
you would like to
keybind.
trade by using these search boxes. Nitron is a
Human
fuel you will often use
beings.
and frequently buy. Type Nitron in the search box to get access to the Nitron markets.
I don't want to trade Nitron. I want to buy and sell human beings. Come on, come on. Damn it.
You can see the market orders for Nitron. These are all the intentions to buy or sell Nitron by other players on various
Interesting.
markets in the solar system. You can pick the cheapest or the nearest offer, depending on your priorities.
Is this an actual commodities
You
market?
can also create your own buy or sell orders,
Pseudo-commodity?
or let the system pick the best offer for you. We will look into this at the end of this tutorial, when we
Because-
will buy Nitron for your speeder vehicle. For now,
Speeder, you
let's close
say?
the nanomarket
Hmm.
interface and continue our visit.
Because, I mean, it's definitely not a pure commodities market, because it's not a case of this is the current market value of the item, place up X amount, and they sell for whatever the going rate is. Pseudo, can I buy? Create a buy order? Oh! Oh! It sort of is a little bit. This is super blurry. I don't know if that's showing up on the stream. It might just look super blurry anyway, but this is super blurry. It's like they've got anti-aliasing turned on the menu screen, which is just plain weird. Ah, okay. Okay. Quantity 2, price per unit. Oh, I can't do minus. Yep. Once created, you won't be able to update or delete this order for 0 seconds. It seems like a redundant warning. Like the duration, 3 months. Oh yeah. That's all. So then the sell order is similarly okay. Okay, that's an interesting market. I think I quite like how that's done,
Okay.
actually.
Let's now have a look at another important activity, industry. Go to the industry station, just a few meters on the left.
Please tell
In
me
front of
it
you is
comes
an
with the
assembly
giant
line, one of
arrows.
the many industry unit elements in the game, which includes things like chemical reactors, glass furnaces, refineries, or smelters.
Don't have
Each
permission.
industry unit type is specialized through certain types of recipes. The assembly line can take ingredients in an entry container, like the one here on the left, and then run a recipe to craft elements.
Right.
The elements
Action
are stored in
forbidden.
the exit container, as seen here on the right, that can be chained as an entry container for another
Action
industry
forbidden.
unit. To select the recipe, there is an industry unit interface that you will learn about in the dedicated industry tutorial, inside the Industry Institute. Thankfully, entry-level recipes for simple products can be run
You gonna
without
let me use it now?
excellent. Now, let's open the
Oh, cool.
NanoCrafter by
Gave me free
pressing the
stuff.
NanoCrafter key. We are going to craft some. Great. This interface allows you to pick a recipe and run it in the background to produce simple products. On the left is a selection area to pick a recipe. You currently have just a few ingredients, which
Fair
allow a
enough.
limited. Excellent. Now, let's click on Nitron Fuel. The panel that appeared shows you the necessary ingredients, which you just retrieved from the dispenser.
Wow, so I
It
basically
also offers the possibility
can't
to
do
add this
anything.
crafting job to the queue. Simply click on Add to Queue to start. Fantastic! As you can see, your job is now in the queue and you will have a batch of Nitron ready in a few seconds.
not a few. It's a full minute.
That will be all
Why
for
couldn't
this
you just
short
say that?
introduction. There is of course more to know, and you can go to the Industry Institute to go through the specialized tutorials.
Mhm.
For now, let's close this window. In general, crafting jobs.
Oh, I love that you
Okay,
can make her
now
shut
let's
up.
learn about building, and how you can use all these materials and
That's
elements
cool.
to create amazing constructs.
That's cool.
Just turn to the station on your right.
Station on my right. I mean, it really depends where my right is.
This bizarre construction in front of you is called a construct. It is a mix of
This
deployed
bizarre
voxel
construction in
materials
front of
used
you
to
is called a
sculpt the shape
construct.
and deployed
Thank you,
elements
Captain
to make it
Obvious.
functional. The first element you deploy to create a construct is a core unit, as highlighted here. It will create a building zone, within which you will be allowed to build. Core units come in different sizes, and also specializations. Static core units are for ground buildings, dynamic core units are for ships or anything that moves, and space core unit are for space stations. Once you have created your building zone, you can start to deploy matter, as voxel honeycomb materials, or voxels for short. You have a large palette of tools and materials to help you sculpt absolutely anything you like, regardless of shape or complexity. Finally, you can add elements to your construct, in the form of engines, doors, lights, fuel tanks, or any of the hundreds of available elements that provide functionality to your builds. Building is a vast subject. It is advised to go through the various building tutorials located inside the Building Institute. Note that the building you are currently in, as well as all the other buildings outside, are entirely made with the in-game building tools.
That's good to know.
Also, some of the cool constructs you can build not only include static buildings, but also space or atmospheric ships. Let's have a look at this now. Follow the waypoint to the next station. This is a surface speeder, a very basic
like a piece
ground
of crap.
atmospheric
Look at that
vehicle
clipping.
that is both convenient and cheap to build, and allows you to move around planet
Dear
surfaces.
Lord.
You'll be gifted one at the end of this tutorial.
I fix it so it doesn't look so anus.
Everything in this speeder is functional and plays a role in making it work. Let's quickly review the different elements that it's composed of.
Does clipping make it work?
Here are the hover engines, which help the speeder float above the ground.
I'm so critical.
These extra small atmospheric engines are used for propulsion and moving forward. They require fuel, taken from this atmospheric fuel tank. Adjusters are small elements used to create rotational forces and help balance your ship. You also need brakes to be able to slow down. And finally, you need a piloting seat to be able to fly it.
You would have thought that would be
Activating
the
this
first
piloting
requirement.
seat activates the ship, which is how you take control of it.
It
All
won't let
these
me take
elements are
control of it.
orchestrated via a Lua script that is generated automatically for you. But you can also modify it via a right-click menu on the piloting seat to create absolutely any kind of control you like.
That is fascinating.
Note that piloting
I
in the
cannot wait.
atmosphere of a planet or in outer space can be very different, and involves different types of engines and design. Gravity may ground you if you have a heavy cargo on a high-gravity planet, while it won't matter in the darkness of space. In Dual Universe, piloting is an art, a subtle interplay between your piloting skills and the craftsmanship of the ship designer. You can learn more about piloting in the dedicated tutorials in the Piloting Institute. Piloting is not only about navigating your ship, but will often also involve combat. Look up at the fighter above your head. I've highlighted the weapons that are equipped on this small ship.
Just in case you're an
There are
idiot
many
and you
more
can
types
spot
of
them.
weapons, ammunition, and damage types. Each has a specific role.
If it's
This is a small fighter, but you can also build giant battleships with a crew of hundreds of people, each assigned to a particular task. There is much
Thank you
more
for
to discover
setting my
about combat,
objectives
so
for
you
the
should
day.
definitely visit the Military Institute to know more. Now, let's go to the last station and learn about organizations. Follow the waypoint.
bad. Okay, so that's eyes will let me go up.
Organizations are a fundamental part of your social life as a Novian. They are groups that you can join, covering things like nations, corporations, alliances, or even group of pirates. Let's have a quick look at the organization interface. Open it by pressing the organization key. As you can expect, you are not part of any organization yet. Let's click the search button to find out what are the currently existing organizations. You can search through this list, focusing on open organizations,
Seriously.
which are recruiting, or sorting by member
20
numbers, name, or
chronic.
language.
Weed.
To apply
Chill.
for an organization, you need to open its details page. Click on the name of any of the listed organizations to open its details page.
Sketchy Space Syndicate. We're a completely legitimate association of honest and law-abiding spaces. That sounds like my jam. Click on the name of any listed organizations.
In this window, you can see a summary of relevant information regarding this organization. This area will allow you to apply to join this organization, along with a place to write a quick introduction to go along with it. Joining an organization can be a considerable boost for your new life as a Novian. You can, of course, also decide to create your organization from scratch, even if this is a little bit more advanced. For example, managing an organization involves legates and members, rules, voting, and management of rights. This is something you will discover later. You can now close the organization interface.
I don't want to. I'm creating. Ooh, logo. Update? Okay. Okay. Well, that's definitely something to play with extensively later now, isn't it? Let me see. Fill white points. Change that. Oh, that's... Ooh, I could spend entirely too long screwing around with this. Entirely too long screwing around with this. Organization's name, Super Happy Fun Club. Or alternatively, the old classic Rear Penetration Force. Wonder how quickly I get banned. So, we are a team of men. Firm and hardy men. We specialize in the covert... Wait a minute. Not the covert, but just covert actions. Specialize in covert actions. Semicolon. In approaching the enemy line from an unexpected angle and infiltrating their position. In penetrating the... Actually, that should be another semicolon. In penetrating, lowercase, the hostile, I don't know. Position from behind. In kicking in their back door and giving them a bloody good rogering. Rogeringing? Oh dear. Not a lot of sleep today. So we're a team of men. Firm and hardy men. We specialize in covert actions. In approaching the enemy line from... Let's change that to unexpected angles, plural. In approaching the enemy line from unexpected angles and infiltrating their position. In penetrating... that's a little too full on. We can just change that to entering. In entering the hostile position from behind. Getting close to the mark. In Not kicking in. Let's just say pounding in. Pounding in their back door and giving them a bloody good rogering. Excellent. Perfect. Keywords. Wholesome. Family fun. Oh, individual words. Wholesome. Family fun. Oh, it won't let me hyphenate. We're just going to leave it with wholesome. Update SFG. SVG. Is there some sort of logo designer for this? Like SVG. That's got to be proprietary outside somewhere. French. The only two languages in the world. One is English, which is relevant and useful and spoken by a large proportion of the world's population. The other one is French. Okay. Can I just A dot N dot let's not. Let's be mature about this. Backdoor entry. Preview. Well, that doesn't work very well, does it? Okay. How do I... okay. So if I add another text field in here, I really have to type this out manually, huh? Text x equals 120. No. Keep that at 80. Y equals 245. Class equals heavy. Font size equals 40 px. Fill equals white. Font family equals Arial. Close. So I can put entry there, close out the text tag, preview. Okay, we're getting close, If I... white. Okay, come on, really? It's a little agitating. I have 40. Okay, what happens if I change this to light? I assume light is no, not heavy. Regular. Okay, this is achieving absolutely nothing. Yeah, light being the antonym. So this one needs to probably go to 250. Yeah. Because you know, graphic design background. Got to make sure that the spacing between the bottom of this logo here and these bits of type needs to be the same. We are that particular. Okay. I don't know. Let's I guess there's some sort of external thing that you can use to do this. Oh my. Cancel.
Excellent.
Close. Alright, I'm quite done with that.
Now, let's move to the next step and talk about talents. Follow the waypoint.
Talents. Oh my.
To start with, let's open the talent window by pressing the talent. Talents define your character
F2.
abilities. They are grouped into categories that are displayed all around your avatar in this window.
That's intriguing.
Here, for example, is the mining and inventory group. Click on it.
Your intonation there is like, here, for example, is the mining and inventory group. Click on it. Where's the rest of that sentence? Come on.
Excellent. Now, look on the left at the... Finally, select the nano... Very good.
Yeah.
Talents can be upgraded from level 1 up to level 5 by spending talent points in increasing quantities.
Points
Each
available
level
is
acquired provides a
definitely
boost to
low.
a certain characteristic, described just below its name. For example, here the nanopack upgrades helps to increase the size of the inventory by 200 liters for each talent level acquired. The amount of talent points you currently have is displayed in the upper part of the screen.
Yeah,
Talent
got that
points
already.
automatically accumulate, even when you are offline, at a slow rate, shown here.
That's interesting.
To consume points to instantly train a particular talent, you could simply use the Invest Points button I just highlighted, assuming you have enough points for the talent you are aiming for. Most of the time, you have very little accumulated points, because the rate of accumulation is slow. Instead, you can decide to queue a talent and enter an active learning phase, which
That's interesting.
considerably boosts the talent point acquisition rate.
Does that automatically
Let's train
assign
the
it?
first level of the nanopack upgrades talent. Press the queue talent button. As you can see, the selected talent now displays in the queue. You can queue several talents to train one after
okay.
the other. Note that dependencies between talents might exist, and you should train talents in the right order. See how the acquisition rate is much faster during active learning.
Yes, I
when
already
a talent
did.
is in a queue. Acquired points are immediately assigned to the talent which is currently being trained. It is a good practice to always have several talents scheduled in the queue, to be able to train them without interruption. Note that talents also train when you are offline. So, make sure to always have a filled queue that spans a long duration. If the queue ends when you are not online, you will fall back to the slow talent point accumulation rate.
That's interesting.
Take your time to review the existing talents, and think about how you want to plan them out. There is no rule of thumb here. You can become hyper-specialized, or decide to be a jack of all trades.
Not jack off all trades.
When you're ready, you can close the talent window.
So, do you still get the increased accumulation rate when you're offline, or is that only when you're online and running this? And I'm assuming it automatically credits you with these talents when they complete. You don't have to like click in the menus and be like, oh, accept, apply, and all the rest of it. Okay, one of my case fans is going absolutely mental. Okay. Let's take a poke through some of these. Core unit upgrades? Like, that sounds like the most boring thing in the world. It might not be, but it just doesn't sell itself. Avatar conditioning. Oh god, please, yeah, walking speed and run speed. Because it is so slow. So slow! Queue all required? Oh! Sweet. Get wrecked. Plus 20% double jump duration. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. What does conditioning have to do with jetpack speed, though? Like, so between each rank of the skill, it's taking longer and longer to go up. I mean, yeah, I guess. That's exactly what would happen, given that the point values required go up and you're getting a fixed rate per minute. But, well, there we can see it's on a bit of an exponential curve. 6 minutes, 40 seconds, 33:20. That's about multiplied by 5-ish. 2 hours, 47 minutes. A multiple of 33 minutes, 20 seconds. Does it just multiply by 5 every time? I mean, also, I could just, you know, look at these and see that, yeah, in fact, that's exactly the increments that it's going up in. Oh, I'm feeling smart today. Terraformer. Okay, okay. minor. Specialize in being young child. Dredger. Wait. That's odd. Stock control. Yeah. That's the one that's making me... Q all required? Fuel tank, okay. Organization construct management. Again, +5 organization construct per level. Plus 100% organization constructs per level. Whoa, okay, that gets expensive fast. I mean, it starts expensive, but... Plus 100% organization constructs per level. Oh, wow, and this is just mining an inventory? Okay, this is pretty wild. This is pretty wild, I'll give it that. Oh, hey, raiding with party free. Thanks, dude. Don't know how entertaining I'll be. I'm still looking at the tutorial and trying to figure this out. This is heavy going. This is heavy going. The crafting, maybe most interesting.
At this point, you might be confused by the vast number of interfaces and their various shortcuts. Thankfully, you don't have to remember all that. Let's enter into free mouse mode by pressing the free mouse key.
Free mouse mode. Whew, what's going on, my dude? My very first look at this, I kind of brushed over it with the alpha, and now I'm just going, yeah, this is heavy going. I like that, but it's going to take me a little bit of time to really get in the swing of it. Ah. Element health points. Yeah. I don't even know what that refers to yet, and that both terrifies and intrigues me. And all of this across here. Wow. Okay. At this point, you might be confused by the vast number of...
The menu on the left gathers all the quick accesses to the available interfaces.
Okay.
And since your mouse is now free, you can simply click on them. Note that you can also select the tools in your toolbar, and generally interact with many more menus and options in this mode.
Let's see, been playing for
One example is the notification icon in the lower right.
I mean, as far as the tutorial goes, I'll say, if they give me a lot of things to look at, I'm always going to be intrigued.
About the codex, which is a general written. You can browse the many topics in the selection menu here. Normally when you leave the free mouse mode, temporary windows are closed, but not the windowed codex. Right. So it can be helpful to pin some help content on the side while you play the game.
Yeah, I have a feeling that might happen.
We are going to close this window. As we are talking about help, let me mention hints. Hints will appear regularly on the right during the game, depending on your actions, to give you some help. I've triggered a hint for you right now. You can review them later from the hint window, or simply by pressing the hint key, so you will never miss one. Okay. You can now close the free mouse mode and return to the 3D view.
Definitely
Just
trying.
Press the free mouse key again.
Also trying to keep up the chatter so I'm not completely quiet the whole time. Difficult to juggle. But
now, it's time to discover a really fun activity that is available to you right from the start.
Fun activity,
Let's go through the large exits, down the stairs, to the waypoint.
Downstairs. Around the left, I'm assuming? Yeah. Let's find the textures, I hope, are definitely beta only, or maybe they're not. Hard to say. They said they constructed this entirely with the in-game tools. Again, that's...
Welcome to the Surrogate VR stations. These stations can be used to enter a VR session to control a remote robot in telepresence.
Okay.
This is a fantastic way to discover locations and familiarize yourself with the game, perhaps even visit a large organization headquarters, or simply play tourist in extraordinary places.
Fair
You
enough.
first enter into a VR stations like this one by activating it. You
I
can
mean,
then select the
apparently
destination
not.
site among those that are public and are made accessible to you. You
It's
take
the
control of
specific
a
voxel.
robot
Things
that
get better
awaits in a
detailed as you
distant
move from
pod.
one. Ah,
Anyone
okay.
can
Okay.
deploy a pod in their construct and
All
make
right.
it public
That's
so
good to
that
know.
visitors can arrive. As a robot, your capacities are limited, however, so this is just a way to visit an area remotely, as opposed to teleporting there directly.
Definitely
These
worry
are
me a
fake
little bit if we were
stations.
on
You
like
cannot
early
use them.
2000s text just
But
the
I will
whole
show
way.
you the real one on the way out, a bit later. One last thing,
Oh,
you
these
may
are
have
fake.
noticed
Okay, that's
those
why I can't use
buttons with
them.
a question mark on them. They are info buttons. They are placed in front of points of interest and you can press on them to display an informational message. Try it now, and activate this button.
Okay. Oh. Keep aiming at it. Nice. Yeah, it's a smooth type of steel voxel. Alright, yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Whew. Gotta tell you the confession here. 6 years since my last stream, so it's getting back into the swing of all this, and the tech has moved on. It's so much easier, but also weirdly complex. Okay. More action forbidden. Good to know.
Great. Info buttons close themselves automatically,
Okay.
but you can also force them out with the cancel key.
On a circuit
Another
camera.
powerful way to discover things by yourself in Dual Universe is to use the helper system. Simply point at anything in the world, or in the user interface, and press the helper key. Try it now on something in the world around you.
Oh, game, you're asking me to be sarcastic. What is this?
Good, let's continue.
Oh,
The next
okay, that was
important
actually
thing
much
to
more
learn
helpful
about
than
is the
just telling me it
notion
was
of
the floor.
rights. Everything you own can be shared with others, but it is by default only accessible to you. For example, try to deactivate the highlighted force field on the left. You can do it by pointing at it and pressing the interaction key, and see what happens.
So the red one is...
You receive the action
Yeah.
forbidden message, telling you that the owner of this element did not share it with you. This is actually how you can make your construct secure against intruders. Now, in the same way, try to activate the left button, that controls the light above.
Wait, that's the one I pressed the first time.
Again, the right to activate has not been given to you. Now instead, try to activate the button. As you can see, this time it worked. You can
Okay.
control the light by pressing this button. To set up an element's rights in a simple way, you can use the right-click menu on an element that you own. Here, you can access the Share Element or Share Construct options in the Construct submenu, which will allow you to grant rights to others. You can now close this menu by pressing the Escape key or simply by clicking outside of it.
I mean, does this let me just turn it off
A
for
much
people?
more complex system
Nah.
is available
Okay, that's
for
good.
advanced players
They didn't
that
miss that
allows for
hoop.
fine-tuned rights control, in particular for organizations. You can share whole constructs, manage specific types of rights, and create groups of players with certain abilities. But this is way beyond the scope of this introduction. You
No
should
kidding,
try
huh?
the rights management tutorial instead. Now, simply deactivate the force field on your right by pointing at it and pressing the... Very good. Now, let's continue our visit and go down to the lower level, using the elevator at the end of the room.
Okay. That's interesting. This is going to be
On
another
both
one
sides
with,
of this corridor, you will find resurrection
yeah,
nodes.
again, not even one
Drawing
hole.
on the consequences of the Everett interpretation of quantum mechanics, we were able to design a technology which preserves your state of consciousness across multiple realities. We control the multiverse in order to branch you onto a version of reality where you happen to respawn here on one of these platforms whenever you die. So, you cannot really die. There is always a version of the universe in the multiverse where you wake up here.
Feels like
Beware
they
that
don't
when
know
you
what those
die,
words mean.
your inventory
but-
will not be preserved, so don't take death too lightly.
Okay, so there is penalty.
It's important
That's
to
alright.
know that you can craft or buy your own resurrection nodes.
You
You
own.
can then install them in your ship or in your home. When respawning, You will always appear at the nearest active resurrection node, so in general you don't have to always get back to this room. Alright, so we are now almost ready to exit the starting hub. The last step is about collecting components to allow you to build a speeder ground vehicle. Follow the waypoint in the direction of the exit.
Alright, finally almost out of the tutorial, I guess.
On both sides of this room are demonstration versions of two of the most popular UEF hovercraft speeders. These ground vehicles are extremely efficient to quickly navigate the surface of a planet, and you will need one during the first steps of your journey. Distances are real, and transportation is a necessity. One way to acquire these speeders is to get a blueprint and to run it. Each of the highlighted dispenser will grant you the blueprint of the speeder next to them. Go get one of them by active. To run a blueprint, you can simply double-click on it while it's in your inventory, to deploy it into the world. You will be guided by the ghost bounding box that will appear. We will do that later.
Yeah.
Another requirement to be able to deploy a blueprint is that you possess all its.
Okay. Another requirement to be able to deploy a blueprint is that you possess the necessary components, materials, and elements. The dispenser in front of you contains everything needed to be able to deploy one speeder. Alright, this one, I guess.
Now, don't deploy your blueprint right away. You may need to do that later on a sanctuary moon. But keep it in your inventory, it will soon come handy. Blueprints can also be created by you when you've built a construct and want to save a copy of it for yourself. You can of course also use it to mass produce your creations and to sell them. Blueprints are like intellectual property and can become very precious indeed. That being said, this concludes the starting hub portion. Look around you. This room is also a sort of small museum showing many elements and materials that you may want to learn about. Simply press on the info buttons, or use the helper key to know more about each element on display. When you are finished, you can exit through the front door, which is now open.
Yeah, okay. This is parts it's actually told me about before. And yeah, this again, really heavy going, but that fills me with both hope and terror.
Welcome to the outside world. In front of you is a large parking area where many ships come and go, mostly to get to the nearby market.
I like the idea of scripting my own
Let's actually go on the other side, where we will find the market and the institutes. Follow the waypoint ahead of you. You can run by pressing the run modifier, but you can also sprint at great speed by hovering above the ground thanks to your jetpack.
Oh dear tutorial bot, I've been holding shift the whole time.
Try it now.
I'm head out, wish you the best, man. Hey man, like, thanks for dropping by, seriously. And hope you have a good one there. I really appreciate bringing me a little bit of an audience there. Wow, is this just people building stuff? The double tap W goes a bit faster. Good. Oh, thank God!
Let's walk to the other side of the parking lot.
You just saved my life.
Great, we are now at the district's market. Let's actually use it to buy a bit more fuel for our speeder.
Dear Lord, that should be the first thing in the tutorial.
Activate a market pod.
Just been running around. Oh wow. Oh. yeah. See you around, man. Yeah. Thank you so much for dropping in.
Market interface we have already seen. There are, however, some key differences, which we will get to shortly. For now, let's search for nitron fuel by typing nitron in the upper search. Here again, you can see the different market orders for nitron fuel, with the current market's name appearing in orange. Since there are sell orders on this market for nitron, you will be able to go through the simplified instant buy option. Instant buy will pick the best offer on the market where you currently are, and is a very good method for beginners to easily buy something. Simply click on the local instant buy button to start buying nitron.
Is that a fake custom listing just for the tutorial?
Now, enter a quantity here, like 10 liters. Keep an eye on the
I want one.
proposed waypoint to the district
Okay.
teleporters first.
Stream spazzed out momentarily. Couldn't actually tell you why. Yeah. So, Plaza. Oh, I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's because I was using the number keys for the stream control, and then I used those to type in the quantities that I was typing in. Well, that's a pretty amateur mistake there. I'll have to remember that. Okay, I skipped right past the teleporters.
In front of you are teleporters that grant you instant access to any of the 10 districts that are placed around the Ark ship. Each of these districts is identical to the one you are currently in, but Novians will start the game in any one of them at random. You can use these teleporters to quickly reach for a particular market, or to meet with friends on another district. Now, let's follow the waypoint to one of the most important places of this district, the Institute Plaza, just at the top of the stairs. In front of you is a map of the plaza, with the different institutes around. There is an institute for each core activity in the game. Go and visit them after we are done. They are fantastic ways to discover the many possibilities that are offered to you. Also, each of them hosts teleporters to interactive tutorials for activities like mining, piloting, building, market operations, industry, etc. Note that this district is not unique. As we saw just before, there are 10 similar districts spread in close proximity to the Ark ship.
You know,
We have
the
visited the
legend
teleporters available
should have
between
the
them and
icons,
available near the
not just the
market for
colours.
convenience. Each Alioth district is also paired with a similar district on the Sanctuary Twin Moon. So, you will find plenty of opportunities to get back to the institutes and tutorials wherever you are.
Okay.
Finally, let's get to the last step of our introduction, the Twin Moon Shuttle service. Follow the waypoint.
Follow the waypoint. Okay. Sweet. This looks like a giant lamp.
Now, make a left turn and follow the waypoint again.
Uh-huh.
Here we are. In front of you is a button that you will be able to use to call for a free Sanctuary Moon Shuttle service. This shuttle will connect you to a similar district on the Sanctuary Twin Moon.
And we
I will
learned our
guide you to
lesson
get there
earlier.
as soon as this introduction is over, and claim a tile for yourself.
Don't get ahead of the tutorial.
Sanctuary Territory unit you collected earlier. Let's take a look at the shuttle, which is on your right. At this stage, you may not want to deploy your speeder blueprint. If you do it here, on Alioth, you will have to dismantle it before you can pocket it and eventually redeploy it again on the Sanctuary Twin Moon.
Huh.
To learn how to dismantle a speeder, you should go to the building tutorial in the Building Institute.
Okay.
You should rather keep your blueprint ready to deploy when you are on the Sanctuary Twin Moon, where you will undoubtedly need it to travel to a free tile before claiming it. Remember, to deploy your speeder blueprint, simply double-click on it in your inventory. Alright. Just one more thing. I'll put some broad objectives for you in the upper left of the screen. These are suggestions of milestones to follow to properly build up your experience in Dual Universe, and they are very
That's
much
actually pretty
recommended.
handy. Okay, nice.
Feel free to follow these at any time you feel ready, or to bypass them entirely. Check the objectives section of the map for more details on how to complete these objectives. From now on, I'll be much less directive with you on how to do things. The first of these milestones is for you to reach the Sanctuary Twin Moon. You can use the shuttle service right next to you. Safe travel, Novian. I'll see you there.
I love the double W. That's double W. Yeah, that's not a phrase I want to say again. Again, oddly blurry cutscene. Because it's adding an extra level of blur on those. So I want the game to look like this, which maybe it does later on. And I'm looking forward to that. Because, yeah, I want it to look awesome as well as having this insane level of functionality. Dear Lord. Skip your world. Press B while raycasting your construct to enter build mode. Huh. I guess that's possibly what we're about to do with the blueprints, isn't it? Oh, please tell me this loading screen is not going to be as long as the last one. Yeah, nice.
Welcome on the Twin. Now, your next step is to try to locate a free tile on the map, get there and claim it. Try to find a tile not too far from a market, identified with the M icon. This will be useful later. To help you visualize the boundary of a tile in the 3D world, you can also press the Enhanced Visualization HUD key to toggle this display. Try it now.
Again. Ah, dear. Ooh. There's a market in the desert with, I guess, free tiles in the water. That's not so good. Yeah, I guess I'm a little bit late to the party. So I'm gonna have to scratch around a little bit for a market that isn't already completely saturated. If indeed one exists. I get the feeling one doesn't, so I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and travel a little bit further, I guess. Where were we again? Okay. Sort of almost equidistant. I think this one's a little bit closer. That very much looks equidistant. So do I want to be in the desert, or do I want to be in this nice green field thing? If I can get that one, that'd be pretty rad. Okay. So then that's some sort of... Now, is that the marker I just created, or is that... Okay. No. That window? Okay, there we go. Okay. Next step is try to locate a free tile, get there and claim it, try to find a tile not too far from a market. You visualize the boundary. Ah, okay. V.
Excellent, you are now ready to go hunt for your free tile. It's probably also a good time for you to deploy your speeder now, so that you can travel faster.
Yeah.
If you want to do so, go in your inventory and double-click on the speeder blueprint, then deploy it in the world. Now, to proceed further, I'll be waiting until you have deployed your Sanctuary Territory unit.
Name? Novark Racer. Pimpmobile.
Congratulations! You have successfully deployed your speeder blueprint. Now, the next step is to put fuel in the fuel tank.
Seems like
For
it's gonna
this,
go badly.
simply open your inventory by pressing the inventory key.
Okay.
Great. Search the content of your inventory and look for the nitron fuel. Double-click on its icon to automatically equip the refuel tool and load it with nitron. Locate the fuel tank on the speeder. It's highlighted. Aim at it,
Ooh,
and hold the left
okay.
mouse button until you fill it entirely.
That was much more simple than I was expecting. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's nice that the
Excellent.
interface works that way.
You're ready to go explore. If you want to start piloting it, target your speeder seat, and activate it by holding the interaction button to start piloting the speeder.
Right. Let's see how badly this goes.
I will leave you on your own now. Enjoy exploring Dual Universe.
Ooh. So it's not just a straight up... That's actually turning? I wonder if I can set it up with strafe controls and mouse control. Ah, that'll be interesting. Right. So the destination... Can I just... set that? Alright. Time to burn it, I guess. Sweet. Is this a bad idea? We'll see. And I'm assuming we can just straight up pass over water with this. Yes, very good, very good, very nice. Is there an auto run key? Because I'm feeling kind of lazy. And auto sprint control. There we go. E to running hover automatically. What? Oh boy. Okay. Okay, that doesn't seem to work. Huh. there's some sort of speed lock on that. I feel like that's a little bit of an oversight, maybe? Maybe. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Whoops. That was the wrong key. Cruise control. So now if I bring it up. Huh, is that actually changing up gears as well? That's pretty nice. Okay, just give me a moment. We're having an earthquake. One strong enough that I actually feel it for once. And I guess the interesting part is done. Okay. Nice. 420 kph. So, this thing moves it. That's interesting. Oh. I could repair it, but will I repair it? Nah. Out of my way, hints. I want to see just how fast we can make this thing go. Probably before I inevitably smash it into a wall. Yeah. This terrain right now, with the weird pop... Oh, this doesn't look like somewhere I want to be going through it. Oh, okay. Apparently I just passed straight through the trees. Yeah, this part feels very, very, very primitive. Graphically, not that strong. The fact that I can just go straight through the trees is a little sad, I gotta say. Little sad. I'm hoping that's some of the stuff that's a bit more on the beta side of things. But then again, I guess you're looking at a lot of server overheads and actual player overheads in order to do something more complex than that. So there's probably a trade-off in play there. But it would definitely be nice to have more sophisticated terrain. So I hope that's on their list of goals. And the pop-in for the terrain? Whoa! Okay, that was a interesting terrain detail. Very interesting. Move and hold the Alt key to be able to look around. I mean, I can anyway. Oh, here's an important one. Kind of can't see my screen because of the light from behind me. So just put your hands on the controls, but I guess this is a pre-made flight seat, so it's just modeled that way. Oh, I was actually looking at my legs. I'm an idiot. Those are my hands. Yeah, okay. So I think the first thing to do is to make a speeder that is so much faster than this. Or maybe just don't travel 60 kilometers away. Either or. Swings and roundabouts. The up in and out of the trees is a little jarring at times. And just to confirm, this is with everything set up like this. I don't know There's no other settings that I could actually find in here. Well, if it is a game settings issue and I've overlooked something, then I hope somebody's able to pop in at some point and let me know. And that's about the halfway point, so we can Bon Jovi it. I think possibly the first thing I do when I get over here, you know, after attempting to claim the tile, assuming I didn't need to pick up some specialized item to do that, didn't tell me to, I might like to have a go at tweaking the speeder design a little bit. Like switch around the parts, make it look more like a torpedo maybe, who knows. But just sort of do it as a case study in what can I do with something that did work and how badly can I break it. That would definitely sound like my jam. And can I make it faster? Is that the other moon then? And the planet that I was on is behind me? Or I'm on the opposite side, perhaps? Yeah, the terrain geometry is interesting. And at this point, it's possible that some of the pop out, like pop in and pop out, possible that that's being caused by the fact that I'm actually connected to this from Japan, which, whilst the connection is a gigabit line, tend to have pretty high ping. I was in those trees before they actually appeared. Yeah. And I'm very curious about the selling blueprints thing. I think that might be something that I'm very interested in overall. Seems like kind of a cool way to make a business. Just sit down, maybe build yourself a little workshop, come up with cool little designs for things, particularly effective stuff, weird little ships that fit through doors. We'll see. There's probably some sort of niche market's going to develop for whatever meme of the month is. But that's something that I think is definitely up my alley, and I'm very intrigued about. Yeah, I gotta admit, I usually feel like the fast travel takes away from your experience of the world, but on this particular occasion, I don't know, I feel like it'd be alright. I missed some sort of teleport to that market position, then I guess I'm entirely to blame, but you'd think it would tell you something like that. Whew. 10 kilometers out. And I feel that by the time I actually make it over there, somebody's bought that tile, and we need that tile. We need that tile. I don't know why we need that tile, but my heart's set on it now, and we've come such a long way. And I wonder if they will do server wipes when it comes out of beta. I haven't seen any mention of that, but I haven't looked very hard. Oh, maybe there'll be a land rush. again. Certainly might wipe the blueprints, but I think if you know how you built it, you've still got an advantage over anybody who's just starting. There's something to be said for that. Just heading a little bit. I wish it would give me mouse control, or I guess if I can come up with a Lua script to give me mouse control, that would give me a much more analog form of control. Because as they always point out, mouse and keyboard better for FPS, controller better for driving games. It's just because of that analog input. Oh wait, I should probably start slowing down, huh? Okay, okay. Okay. First kilometer, I'm pretty sure I went a little bit further than that. So do I have that territory marker? Sanctuary territory kit. Nice, nice. Can I put it absolutely bang in the middle of the hex, just to be weird? Or I guess I probably want it in a corner somewhere so that it doesn't get in my way. Tell you what, rather than losing that vehicle, because I just won't see it anymore. I wish it was still showing me the hex highlights on the minimap. I don't know if there's a way to turn that on. But is this the correct direction, or? Yeah, ish. This is about where I was going for. Come on. And if I skip it over this way... Oh, is that somebody's beacon showing up on the minimap though? Okay, let's take a look. I figure I'll just put it in the absolute corner. Yes. Oh really? I can't place it here? Oh right, I've wandered over the line. Okay. Okay. Let's put it in the absolute corner so it's completely out of the way. Oh yeah. Gonna have to remember the double tap. Name? Oh, this is the Super Happy Fun Club. Oh yes. Oh yes. Territory will be claimed after 15 minutes. Everyone currently on this territory will be notified. You won't be able to retrieve a sanctuary territory unit. Deploy.
Fantastic. You are now the proud owner of a territory tile on a sanctuary moon. Check it out in the map. This unlocks the possibility for you to mine, or to harvest surface minerals, within your tile. Go and harvest some materials on the surface to start with. We will then be able to go and sell it to make a bit of money.
Could you say that in a more depressed way? It's like, go and harvest some materials on the surface to start with. We will then be able to go and sell it to make a bit of money. Like, I gotta sound happy about it. Okay. What have I done with that vehicle? This is why I wanted to bring it with me. I mean, no. No, surely I... Okay, I was slightly into the next tile? Because I thought it was marked on the minimap there. Am I just being absolutely blind? Yes, I am. Okay. Good to know. Get eye check. So, let's take a look. Which one was the mining tool? I have no idea. Let's mine this. Sweet. Got me some chromite. Got me some whatever that was. Okay, so if I mine out my entire area on the Sanctuary Moon, I'm assuming it's not going to respawn? Or... oh. Yeah, that would be useful information to know. Press the K key if you want to refine materials and craft small items. Yeah, let's refine. Now I have no idea how to actually get off of the nitron fuel part. Okay. Right, that probably help. Materials. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, I have absolutely no idea where to find or refine those materials. That's probably not a good start. So this harvested quantity. Is that for the tutorial or what I can carry? Not positive if that's been communicated. You get the dangerous looking purple rock.
You have now collected a bit of valuable ore, and it's time to go and sell it. You can continue to mine if you prefer, but when you are ready, I've put a waypoint to the nearest market for you. You can also open the map and search for the little M icons on it to locate available markets.
Was that just some ridiculous pop-in, or is it actually respawning materials on this node? That... I don't know. Oh, don't give me hope. Yeah, you know, well, let's... I don't know. Interesting. Right. Nearest market. 3.6 kilometers. That feels practically next door compared to getting over here. Oh boy. The vehicle has a turbo. Cool. I guess these are my neighbors. Oh, hold up. What's going on here? He's made some sort of dust machine. Alright. Alright. Can I just drive this straight up the ramp? Is it a ramp? Yep, let's go. That may or may not have been risky, I'm not sure. I'm gonna lose my thing in the middle of all of these strangely identical looking things now, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, remember where we parked.
Now head for a market pod and
down?
sell your harvested ore. If you are not quite sure how to use the market to
I
sell,
suppose.
remember you can go to the market tutorials that are accessible inside the market building. I'll put a waypoint for you if you need to find them.
So make a sell order, market. This one, I don't want to sell the fuel. Right. Maybe not elements, possibly materials. Mineable materials. Ah, okay. Do I have any soil? Oh dear lord. No. Okay, there we go. There we go. Local instant sell. Would anybody buy canyon soil? Apparently most of what I have is... Wait, no. No, surely. Okay, is there a filter for what I actually have? This would be the better way, I guess. So... Alright, let's try the malachite. Okay, sell order. Average best offer. Best price in the selected market. $50 each? Okay. 40 price per unit. Duration 1 day because it'll do taxes. Yeah, you want to minimize those because if it sells in the first 10 minutes, then you've wasted all your money if you set it for 3 months. 3 months. Wow. So best price in the selected market is... See, 50H? My brain reads that as a time. Or is that actually the price? Average best offer? 50.48. This is really, really tricky. What if I set it to like 49.999999999999999? Great, excellent. Guess that's selling now. Okay, tutorial lady, you have any more for me? No, I'm completely on my own, huh? All right, what's the notification bell? Right, yeah. That screen. How do I get back into that screen? This one. So conditioning free will be fully learned in 2 hours and 35 minutes. So pretty much right. Walk speed. See, now that I know that I can just double tap, I'm less concerned with the whole cardio thing. Or is that using some sort of fuel? I don't know. Okay, let's Let's actually just sell everything off. So, quartz. Okay, so again, I'm gonna have to just search this because this is a little weird. Definitely a little weird. Quartz. So here it's listing the price per unit as 12.6. But then listing it here. Best price in the selected market? Yeah, best price for me, but it's not going to sell if I do it for that. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, I finally realized what is going on here. Right, okay. So people who buy from here, and I guess it won't let you buy from elsewhere? Okay, okay. Got it. So 1449 would be best one for that, surely. Yeah. Yeah, so 160. 1449. Because, you know, those 1 credit undercuts. Like a total jerk. Create. Right. Okay, okay. Now I figured out how this is actually reading. At best price in the selected market. Ooh, so average best offer. I guess if you travel around a little bit, you could get some really good deals, but that's if you wanted to travel around. I know because of factoring the fuel cost as well. Yeah. Oh, like the duration. I wish it would auto fill in, like memorize the durations that I'm setting. That would be extremely helpful. Extremely helpful. So the best price in this market, 64.33. Correct. Although if it is a commodities market, I guess I could just match the lowest price. And it would automatically pull mine off if I'm the most recent? Maybe? Maybe. I'm not entirely convinced of that fact. Sell everything? Why not? Best price here. Okay. Sometimes I love being hyper-capitalist jerk. 20. Oh. Oh. This has some price to it. That's nice. Okay. Okay. Probably shouldn't sell my fuel. I've got some parts. Okay, that's interesting. Alright. Oh. Market tutorial. I mean, I think I've just figured that out aptly, I hope. We'll see if everything sells. If it doesn't, maybe I didn't. So now the big question comes to... deploy ground elements. Maneuver tool, deploy construct. Okay. Air tool. I was saying this is repaired. Needs scrap before I can... to equip scrap. Sodium scrap? Nice. Anything else need repairing? Doesn't seem to. Okay, in which case... How do I build something cool then? Or do I need to get back to my little plot? Slash, can I just have a permanent waypoint? Create bookmark from clipboard, bookmark location, name required, home tile, information optional. This tile is your home. Pleb. Okay. I guess... Is there a way to permanently show? This time. So I think I'll need to mine a bunch more materials. Do I get collision with other people's stuff that's been built? Because I definitely don't get it with the trees, but if I hit their stuff, like, can I make a giant roadblock around my tile to just troll people? Like, that's my main question, I think. Oh, I guess we're slap bang in the middle of it. Yep, we're right in the middle of it. Okay, so that little mining section was what, over here? Or, correction, it seems to be mining things absolutely everywhere. Ah, right. To find some underground ore, you will need to dig your way to it. Step 1, point your cursor at the ground. Oh yeah, I mean, I already figured that part out, but... Is there nothing here? Is that what's going on? Okay. In which case, I feel like putting a massive hole right in the middle is not necessarily the best bet. Assuming this is going in the correct direction? Yeah. But maybe instead of a wall, we could set up a giant trench and then a wall to troll everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Starting as I mean to go on. Being as annoying as possible. Okay, what is... Okay, I thought I was still on the scanner. Clearly not. Alright, let's see how the voxel deformation does. Ourselves a nice little tunnel, make sure that it's not so steep that we can't get back out. Okay, okay. Nice, nice. How does this actually highlight then? Or doesn't it? Deeply confused. But I spent too much time listening to tutorials so far, so let's just make a massive, massive mess and see what I can figure out. I'm stuck. Alright, alright. Making a nice mess of it. Enhanced hood. Oh, that's nothing. Toggle navigation markers. Alright, that's not that helpful. Oh, how do I run the scan again? Alright. Again, it's blocking me walking through here. Yeah, there's got to be a better way to do this. Ah, directional detector. Oh, that dot is not... Okay, so how does that actually... It's gonna increase the ping time or something? Nope. Yeah, I have no idea. I guess I'm gonna harvest a bunch of these and hope that I can craft something out of those. I don't think so. It doesn't look like the kind of materials that I'm gonna be able to build anything solid out of. Alright. I think we need to look at... Is that hints window? Yeah. Mining. Mining? Liz? Nope. Alright. Okay. Now, I don't really want to have to go back to try and find a mining tutorial, so it's... Huh. Yeah. Maybe I should. This doesn't... Oh, wait. What are those lines on the right? Okay. Maybe... Aha! Something changed. So, wait a minute. I guess if we go in the opposite direction? Or am I looking at this the complete wrong way? Maybe? Okay, so surely... You're getting close to the ore you seek, use the detector tool. Look in every direction until your scanner reacts to locate the exact direction of your ore. Surely it means while aiming at the ground, right? Okay. Okay, come on, surely. Guess let's just make a massive hole. straight down because that seems sensible. Yeah, I'm having a really hard time figuring out exactly what this is. Exactly what it thinks it's doing. Or is the beeping important here? Yeah, okay, I'm completely at a loss right now. Well, time to pick up these little rocks, whatever they are. Okay. Heavy and light? Yeah, I'm really at a loss right now. Now again, assuming I was actually reading this correctly. Because if I'm right, the numbers down the right side are distance, surely. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. There's a 0. I am so smart. Oh dear lord. Yeah, that's embarrassing. So I was about 50 meters off then? Assuming that's meters. Nope, not that way. Oh, come on. Nope. Oh, this is a bit of a dodgy tool. Okay, looks like we're on a beeline for the grey node. Nope. Oh. Yeah, this is weird. And a little bit annoying. Okay, okay. We might be... Alright. Now you see that's gone up again. Ah. They told me there'd be days like this. They told me. What, is it under here? Yeah. I'm really not getting this. Okay, that's awkward. I'm not even on my land anymore. Alright. Well, I guess that completely wipes that out. That's constant. Okay, that grey line was moving down again. Okay, okay, here we go. That's flat. still flat. Oh, come on. Why are you doing this to me? Shifting a little bit over. Nice. Now it's just going back up again. Something about this is weird. Not sure what. All I want to do is put a big unsightly hole in the floor. Come on. Or is it just that I'm like 50 meters underground or something then? Is that what it's trying to... Again, I suppose I should have done the mining tutorial. It would have answered these questions, but... Wait, I've got a ping, right? That's just my imagination. No, it's probably just that tooltip. Not tooltip, a hint. And how deep a hole can I dig? Possibly a hole deep enough that I cannot get out anymore. Okay. Okay. You gonna test me now? Like I'm just putting holes in my land for no reason. If I drop down the hole. I mean, that does seem to be coming closer. I think we're onto something. I found water? Well, I mean, that's exactly what would happen. Very important question is... will it scan? Not Phoenix TV. Is it worth the $21? I'll get back to you on that, maybe. At the moment, I'm deeply confused, but it looks like it has a crazy amount of potential. Incredibly, like, numerous, quite complex systems. So maybe it's gonna be. Maybe it's gonna be. But for the mining aspect of the game, I'd say, right now, kill me now. Won't scan anymore. So I do not know if that was actually working. Huh. Yeah, now I'm moving further away. This is so confusing. That moves you further away. That claims to be closer. Then that's flat. That's almost at the same range that it was underground. I think I'm just gonna pockmark my entire tile and resign myself to the fact that it's gonna be ugly forever. This is like the closest I've been able to do it. This tool, I still have no idea how this tool is functioning. If indeed it is at all. This is a red cursor that is showing. Yeah. It won't scan again, so I don't know if this is actually getting me any closer. Does this thing show anything up yet? Oh. Oh. Oh, here we go. I think I figured it out. About damn time. Now the digging is getting a little strange. Okay. How do I know when I've actually hit the vein then? I mean, judging by this, the vein is all around me, surely. No. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, right now this feels weirdly like the voxel deformation that you'd see in Space Engineers, but with actually competent voxels. Wait. That way. I do not know how I feel about this mining. This is a little dodgy. Use the mine tool for this material. Oh, yes. That was some interesting clipping. Aluminium. Nice. Oh, okay. Okay, this is dodgy. Make myself an exit. Actually doing anything? Oh, yes it is. Okay, that's odd. Hold, and then okay. Okay. So it's just doing a spherical pull based on the circle you're drawing. Draw it up to full size, and then release when you're on the spot that you want. Okay, okay, makes sense. Not necessarily the most intuitive, but it works. Oh, I'd say I'm going to be space rich, but I get the feeling that no, I'm not. At least aluminium's a nice light material. Kind of. Something that goes a bit faster. Oh, bauxite. Is that too far away? Yes, that's too far away. Okay, some really weird deformation of targeting circle. Whoops. So I'm entirely underwater at the moment, so at least that removes difficulty of getting back up to the exit. However, I'm still going to have the difficulty of actually finding the exit. That could prove to be an incredible challenge right now. Yeah, this may well have been the best way to handle this. Okay, did that just pop back in? Oh, inventory's maximum number of items reached. Alright. So, got ridiculous quantities of bauxite, whatever the hell that is. Okay. Or is that like raw aluminium? I don't know. I don't actually know what you call aluminium ore. It was reporting as an aluminium vein, or am I just completely imagining that? Hematite, that's iron, so maybe... Yeah, maybe bauxite is... Okay. Okay. How do I get out of here? Okay, so apparently I can't swim, and I might be entirely screwed. This is actually kind of funny. That's where I came in, surely. Oh dear lord. Problem? How do I fix this? Make myself a ledge to jump up on, I guess. Except that's too high. Make a series of ledges? Just chisel out a little area between them. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. This may be a problem. Again, they told me to be days like this. Oh boy. Okay. So we've learned something. If you're going to dig a massive hole into the ground, then make sure you can actually get out again. Alternatively, commit yourself to digging through to the other side of the planet. Or in this case, a small moon. Definitely not a space station. Okay. I think the odds of hitting the tunnel that I came in via... Oh no. Okay, I can clip my face through the terrain and kind of just cheat a little bit. Come on. Nice. Alright. I don't think that's a feature, I think that's a bug, but I'll take it. And so... How far away is that tunnel? Oh, we're basically on top of it. And there we are. So now I get my really awkward vertical tunnel, which, ow, whoops. Apologies for that one. I struck the microphone. Yeah. So the haphazard exit, which actually works pretty well. Just kind of, you seem to hug the walls of that, and it just continually double jumps, so you can get out pretty easy. All right. Actually. Let's take a look at all right. Yeah, bauxite. That's aluminium. Excellent. Okay. Make all there a way to just max possible? Okay, what was that? Why did it just go up to 2? Okay, that's really strange. Okay, and I guess if I click that all the way up, that works? Missing ingredients. I don't know. That seemed to work just fine, surely. I'm a little confused by what just happened here, to be completely honest about it. Alright. Oh, we finally found success with that. Where's that bluish one? Heading away. Somewhat heading toward. On a flat. And away. Come on. Give me a good pulse here. Oh, that flattened out. Okay. I feel like I found that aluminium completely by accident. Looks like it's slightly further away. Slightly further away. Okay, maybe this is about the best. And I'm out of my land. Wonderful. But if I go very slightly over this way... I mean, what, can I mine under? Steal his materials? I doubt it. So let's take a look. This is the appropriate time to start singing Diggy Diggy Hole. Feel like we've already been there, already done that. Okay, still not getting anything on that. Let's, I guess, scoop a little bit back towards mine. Okay. Looks like we're sort of getting closer. Maybe the... I hope the vein crosses the border. Otherwise... So I'm thinking the different colored lines are indicating different materials. So that sort of grayish one just above must have been the aluminium. Don't know what the other grayish one, maybe that's just another source of aluminium. But it looks like a slightly different color. I honestly cannot tell. And I don't know what the dark blue one is. I'm kind of interested to find that out. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. I should probably switch back to this tool. Alright. There's a little bit of jank going on. Okay, let's reset that. Directly down. Ish. Join an organization. No, sir, you cannot make me. Oh. This way. Oh, don't tell me. I do not have permission. Is it all over that side? No, looks like there might be some. No, okay, that's... Oh well, okay. I guess that settles that then. Yeah, the double jump thing is pretty cool. Just hold down the spacebar and get out of the hole. And if it works, it works. Ah, that's just another random hole that I dug. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, I need to get myself a better chair. This is killing my shoulder. Right. What's that dark blue line then? It always seems to be equal. Oh, oh, oh. No? Slightly further away. Wait, what? No? Oh, don't tell me this is a really, really deep vein. Might be a really, really deep vein. Digging 200 meters down doesn't sound like fun. Am I gonna do it? Yeah, why not? Oh. Again? Really? I'm starting to get a bit of a anti-boner for the mining. I guess I only have the aluminium underneath me. Oh wait, that's not actually doing anything, is it? Oh yes it is. Yes it is. I'm being foolish. I'm looking at the time listed here and not the time... Let me move that webcam. So I'm looking at the time listed here and not the time listed here, which is counting down. Alright. Alright. Ooh. Yes. Yes. 65. What happens if I fill in 2? Missing ingredients. Oh. I can only do 1? Alright. Silicon. So is that the total silicon I've got, which is 100, and then the amount required is... Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nice. So it's amount you have and amount required per unit over here, the look of it. Hydrogen, oxygen. Okay. I'm going to leave that on show only doable. That's useful, at least for me in my current state. Hydration. Hydration's important. Okay, so the next question. How exactly, if I jig stuff around a little bit quickly, how exactly does one create or at least modify the vehicle? So I have hand element, refuel, maneuver tool, wanted a no, that's the refuel tool. Come on. Get with the times, tooltips. Okay. Point your cursor on a vehicle and grab it. Oh, right, so you can just pick it up and be like, this is pretty funny. Can I drop it on my head and kill myself? Okay. Apparently it's permanently levitating now. Can I fix that again? Yeah. Self-right if I just get into it. And... Alright. Deploy construct. Repair tool. How do I actually design and build things? That is the question. Okay. Whoops. Let's go market. That is destination. Current destination. How do I set a bookmark from where I want to go to? Oh, sweet. I have a permanent marker on that. I think that would be very useful. And points of interest. Yeah. Marketplace 15. Yep. Okay. And I would like the home tile always marked. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Assuming that's all working, I think I'm happy with that. Wait a minute. Build helper. Construct information. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Okay. That's just helping you with the building. Not the actual crafting is okay. I have no idea. I should probably go and find a tutorial for that. Or to be more correct, go and find the tutorial for that I totally blew off because I was sick of hearing the tutorial lady. Can I jump this? Sort of. I can lift the nose. Can I nose down? Oh, wow, that... Okay. Apparently if you hit C, I guess it does nose down, but it does weird things to you. Fair enough. Oh yeah! Can I go and... Oh, I did name my territory. Can I make it say, like... Interesting? Can I make it say weird stuff on the actual banner? So this is just a marketplace. That doesn't seem to be any access to the tutorials. Unless the warp thing is a thing that works. Ooh, I don't know. I really do not know. Or... These are... odd things? Surrogate pods. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Um, maybe that's the thing, maybe that's not the thing. Oh, building tutorial. Never mind, this is exactly what we need. You do not have permission to use this element. How do I activate? Okay, excellent. Construction tutorial. This tutorial will teach you how to build using the voxel tools. You will earn quantas and talent points. Excellent. Quote from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Again, every time I hit a loading screen, I'm paranoid about it taking as long as the first loading screen to actually load. It was a very difficult time. It is taking quite a bit of time.
Welcome to the basic building tutorial, where you'll learn how to create and build structures with voxels and elements. To begin, approach the dispenser in front of you.
Dispenser. Flashing red. God, plastic bright green. Ugh.
To begin placing voxels, you must first be in build mode. To do so, aim your reticle at the core unit and press the build mode key.
B.
We will start by deploying voxel materials. First, you'll need to select the voxel deploy tool, tool voxel _ tool. Now you must equip the material you wish to build with. Open your inventory.
Okay. Open your inventory.
To be able to deploy a material. Now, to deploy voxels, hold down the left mouse button and drag to form the length and width of the shape you wish to create. Release the left mouse button and move your cursor again to set the height of your volume. A final left mouse click finalizes the process and deploys the rectangular volume. You'll need to start from near the core. Look at the cubic cursor shown where you point. It should be blue and not red, indicating that you can deploy at that position.
So the first click,
give it a try. Place a shape consisting of at least 8 total voxel cubes to continue. If you are having trouble,
in
watch
that case,
the screen
it was
for an example.
X and Y, but then the Z-axis comes when you click it the first time.
Great job. Now let's go over how to revert your changes. Anything you build in a construct can be undone quite easily. Simply enter build mode and press the undo key. Each press of this button will undo a recent voxel or element change.
Which one's the undo key?
Try removing the shape you just added this way.
Oh. I was in build mode. Yeah, I'm mashing backspace, it's not working. That's more than a little problematic. Okay. Just in case that's a bit of a jank moment, let's set the undo the minus key and see if it's just an issue with backspace.
Feel free to practice for a bit.
Okay,
when
I got
you're
it to
done,
work that
disable
time,
build mode.
I had to press it like 5 times. That's... There are no more actions to undo. Okay. So yeah, first click. Right, there we go. So I can do that. That axis. Not in any other axis. Interesting. Huh. Okay, so now I can share this construct publicly for all. Can I name the construct? Deploy element tool, line voxel tool, area smooth. Ooh, nice smooth. I guess not. Oh, there we go. That looks... I have to figure out how to use that tool a little bit better, I think. Link elements, select voxel? Okay. Okay. Replace voxel, move element. Alright.
Move to the next platform, and we can continue.
Next platform. This way. Okay.
There is an additional way to remove voxels besides the undo function. To begin learning this, point at the construct before you, for example by aiming. Select the Deploy Voxel tool. With the Deploy Voxel tool now active, hold down the invert key. As a general rule, this key is used to invert any tool action, and you will find it works in many different contexts. Try removing a voxel cube by holding that button down and double-clicking somewhere on the voxel. To remove multiple voxels,
nice.
simply follow the same procedure you took for placing them but keep the key pressed.
Okay.
In particular, you can drag and drop a volume in the same way you did when deploying voxels.
Oh, I'm levitating.
Remove the red wall and enter the next room to continue.
Quiet, Robo-Girl. I'm all about the fact that I'm floating right now. Oh. Well, this is awkward. Right, wrong tool. Okay, Alt. Remove.
Looks like you've got the hang of it now. Let's move on to creating more elaborate shapes.
Yes.
I'm going to be turning off build mode for you from now on, when we are done editing. In addition to cubes, the Deploy Voxel tool is capable of placing spheres, triangles, pyramids and cylinders. Let's give that a shot now. Start by now activate your... You can change the shape of your voxel brush by pressing the change shape key. Each time you press the change shape key, the voxel brush shape will cycle to the next available
That's
type.
the worst sphere I've ever seen.
Combine these shapes and you can build anything imaginable. Check out the remaining shapes and then we'll continue.
Definitely a little cubic. Whoops. Okay, sphere, that, cylinder, triangle, and that's a game crash. Well, I mean, I went almost 3 hours without one, so, you know, not bad going, not bad going. Yeah. Considering beta though, that's pretty good going. That is pretty good going. I'll just wait for the game data to come in. Go out, rather. What were you doing? Build. Cycling. Build. I can brushes. Yeah, that's about it. I'll give them feedback. I can't really tell them anything more than that because I don't really, you know. Oh, I could have actually mentioned it was on the tutorial, but oh well. Okay. No auto change. This is not actually the game. So you're going to disappear again now. And now it's going to pretend that it's back again. But if you give it just a moment, there is the main login screen. And I quite like this whole saved email and saved password thing. They know that people are going to be streaming. Now, there was a 1,000-person queue when I logged into this last time. Okay. Wait, 2 ... Tell me that's just 2 people. Okay, good. Good. I thought we were going to be all over then. What I can say, however, is that the last time I was on this loading screen, it took about 10 minutes off an SSD. And a particularly fast SSD at that. So, who knows? Ah, your theory of a donut-shaped universe is intriguing, Homer. I may have to steal it. Literally Stephen Hawking using his voice box on The Simpsons. They didn't fake it. So I guess that is technically a Stephen Hawking quote. That's amusing. And to be clear, the fact that it says loading 100% is not as positive a sign as you might think. But luckily, this time, it's A-okay. Do I have to start that again? Okay, a nanocrafter, blah blah blah, nanocrafter, let's check on the progress of this. So 92 minutes. Okay. I guess I better start adding some stuff at the end of it. Mining inventory. Inventory manager. Pack upgrades. Yeah. Now proficiency. Okay, so to be completely honest, I'm just going to queue all of those because that strikes me as the most useful thing. Let's do nanopack mass. That I was disconnected by an admin? What for? Okay, did they take the service down or something? Okay, I guess we'll be right back. Okay. So jammed up. Let's restart the game. Again, it's not... I guess I just have to take manual control over the scene switching. Again, back in my day, we didn't have that. In fact, it was just basically capture of the screen using a convoluted combination of like 4 different pieces of software. Okay, play beta. So removed by admin? Was that actually somebody manually removing me? Or what? And let's just wait for the big long load screen again. Alright. Is it something to do with the fact that I was just sat in the tutorial booth or something? Who knows? Okay, so... Right. Yeah, that's still queued. Inventory manager. Alright. Now this nanopack optimization. Nanopack mass. Does that actually affect me in any particular way? Nano crafter crafting speed, that seems like something I want. Nano crafter efficiency. Wait, what? Okay. Unlocks advanced. Okay, sure. Yeah, whatever. I love this. 27 hours, 47 minutes. Good lord. Okay, what's this notification? Hey, I sold something. Do I get that cash automatically, or do I have to go and retrieve it from somewhere? Inventory. Does this have my cash? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that looks like I've gained. Okay, let's try that tutorial again. Disconnected by an admin. Why? I just want to use the build tutorial, man. Seriously, somebody has a hard-on for kicking me right now. Okay, I guess we're gonna attempt to restart it again. With the extremely dodgy constant switching, because reading things that are not dual universe as being dual universe. Okay, now I'm third person in the queue. Maddie Curie, who, dear lord, then I'm just going to lean in really close to my monitor because I feel like this is an accent on what looks like an L to me. Oh. Ah, I don't have a clue. Let's see if I get kicked again. Because if so... So I want to finish that. It said I was going to get talent points and everything. And I want the talent points. I really want the talent points. But I guess if I'm just going to get kicked by an admin again, then I guess I just have to give up for the day. As incredibly irritating as that actually is.
Welcome to the basic building tutorial.
Oh
You'll
boy.
learn how to create an act to begin placing voxels. We will start by deploying. Now you must equip the material you wish to build with.
Yeah.
Able to deploy. Now to deploy voxels, hold down the left mouse button and drag to form the length and width of the shape you wish.
Kicked by an admin again. Okay, screw this. Well, I guess that concludes that, doesn't it? So, stream ending, because if they're not even going to let me play anymore, then they're not going to let me play anymore. Okay, that's weird. I'm really going to have to mess with that auto transition. I think I'm going to have to take it off. Let's take a look. Kicked by admin constantly. Is there a dual universe Reddit? Huh. I love this. Very first result when you search that is dual universe a scam. Awkward. Ah. Wait, what? Okay. Nobody's talking about it. So I guess somebody just hated me for some reason. Well, whatever. Guess I'll try again tomorrow. And if they want to continue kicking me after 30 seconds of gameplay, then I will back charge the payment because I'm not giving them money if they're not going to let me play it. Really not okay. So, yeah, that's that. We're going to go to the stream ending. For those of you still watching, thank you for sticking by. For those of you who tuned in during the course of this, I don't know if you will actually hear me say this, but thank you very much. And hopefully we can do something more than just tutorial and getting kicked by admin tomorrow. That would be fantastic. So for now, I'm going to be ending this one. Take care and good morning, good night, or whatever it is for you. For me, it's happy afternoon. Peace out.